A very interesting story, a fable or a folklore I heard somewhere, was a woman who was very devoted to God. And then one day, he started praying to God that she wants to see him, that she wants God to visit her. And God told her, on so and so day, I'm going to pay you a visit. Get ready. This woman went home and started preparing for the visit of God. Getting her things, her house in order, cleaning everywhere. On the said day, she was ready as early as 6 in the morning, waiting for the coming of Jesus. And then around 8 in the morning, a man, his body was filled with sores and flies were following him, came and knocked at this woman's door. She opened the door and saw this beggar looking so terrible, and she was like, get out of this place before you stay in my house. I'm waiting for Jesus. Not you today. Come tomorrow. Not today. The man left. Around midday, around 12, little Brokozari children came around, and she chased them away. Don't stay in this compound. Don't stay in this house. Don't litter the compound. Go, 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 go. Come tomorrow. Today is for Jesus. They left. Around evening time, her neighbor, who was living close by, came around to visit her. She told her to go. Don't even step in. I don't want any stain. I'm waiting for Jesus. And then the neighbor left. And then she kept waiting and waiting and waiting until it was night. So around midnight, she was so angry, furious, that she went to God and said, what happened? I don't know you for this. You always keep to your words. What's the meaning of this disappointment? You promised to come today and I got everything ready waiting for you. Only for you to disappoint me. And Jesus said, disappoint you? Not at all. I came as I promised. I came in the morning in the guise of a beggar with wounds all over my body, flies flying around. You drove me away. I came in the afternoon in the guise of little kids seeking for your help. You drove us away. I came in the evening in the appearance of your neighbor. You drove me away. So what else? And the woman was like, I didn't know it was you. I was thinking you are going to come in the fullness of your majesty. This is the way many of us expect God to visit us. This is the way many of us expect our encounter with God to be like. But I tell you, if God should appear to you in the fullness of his majesty, you can't even stand. Go and read Exodus chapter 20. If you read Exodus chapter 20, when the people of Israel were in the wilderness, and then Moses became the mouthpiece of God. Moses will climb Mount Sinai, and God will give a message for his people. Moses will come down and communicate to them. After a while, the people of Israel felt that Moses was not giving them the right information, or that he was deceiving them. And they started demanding that they want to hear God. They want to hear God. Why is that all the time you are the one telling us God said this, God said that? We want to hear God. And God told Moses. Moses went back and told God that their people are demanding to hear from you. That they are tired of hearing my voice all the time. God said, no problem. Now tell them this is what they will do. Let them prepare. Let them perform this ritual requirement. Let those with wife not go to their wife. Let them maintain ritual purification. And then on so and so day, come with them. On the appointed day, Moses called the people of Israel. Today, God has decided to speak to your people. So let's go. They followed Moses. As they were approaching Mount Sinai, from a very far distance, Mount Sinai was caught up, was wrapped up in smoke. There was thunder, there was lightning, there was earthquake. The whole land was vibrating. And after a while, Moses looked back. The people of Israel who were initially behind him were now almost a kilometer distance away from him. And Moses was like, what are you doing behind there? Come, God wants to speak to you. They say, come where? To hear whose voice? Please, Moses, speak to us. Look at the way he said. Speak to us. If we hear his voice, we are going to die. Don't allow God to speak to us again. See the way it was expressed. Exodus chapter 20, verse 18. It goes like this. When all the people witnessed the thunder and lightning, the sound of the trumpet, and the mountain smoking, they were afraid and trembled and stood at a distance and said to Moses, you speak to us and we will listen, but do not let God speak to us or we will die. Do not let God speak to us or we will die. But they felt Moses is too common to represent the voice of God in their midst. So they needed God to speak to them directly. But the majesty of God became a stumbling block. Because God dwells in an unapproachable light. Go and read Isaiah chapter 6. You see, when Isaiah witnessed the presence of God, the train of his garment was flowing from top to the ground. And then his majesty filled the whole temple. Isaiah beheld the majesty of God in horror and cried out and said, woe is me, for I am a man of unclean lips. It was when he was crying that an angel went to a burning coal, got a burning coal, put on his tongue to purify him. So if God should really come to us the way we always expect him to visit us, none of us can stand. That is why God always tries to veil his majesty and dignity and then appear to us in the ordinary events of life, in the little encounter we have with our fellow human being. Yet, it is always difficult for us to discern the presence of God in circumstances like this. So our prayer today should be for God to give us that discerning spirit to see his presence even in the most ordinary and common places of things in life. Until we begin to have that kind of mindset and disposition, I'm telling you, we will continue to miss out from the blessings and favors from God.